If you want to become a consistently profitable trader, there's one thing that you have to eliminate, right? Which is big losses. If you can eliminate that from your trading, you are instantly going to become a consistently profitable trader, because as a trader, there are four results that you can expect: either a big win, a small loss, and a bigger loss, right? So if you can only eliminate the bigger loss and maintain the rest of the results, guess what? You are going to be profitable instantly. All right. So in this video, I'm going to show you what happened on a beautiful AUD USD trade that we took in the morning today. 4 pips stop loss and 38 pips target right here. It was about a 1 to 10 risk reward ratio. However, the market actually ended up going about 5 in our direction. We moved our stop loss to break even. Then the market pulled back all the way to entry. And that's how we got out with the break even trade on this particular trade right here. So, all right. So make sure you watch to the very end as I share all the knowledge and lessons I learned from this particular trade right here. All right. So without wasting much of your time, let's jump into it right now. So before all this right here, let me show you what was happening on this particular trade right here. So you can see that right here around 7 hours in the morning, we spotted the very beautiful setup right here. So let me just show you right now. So you can see that we had a nice drop based rally, which broke structure to the upside, right? Apart from that, we had beautiful liquidity, which perfectly aligned with our Asian session right here. And then once that was taken out, once the Asian session and the liquidity was taken out, the market tapped into our area, pushed the upside, and then came back again for a secondary tapping right here into our zone. And that's when we were able to actually share this particular trade. 4 pips stop loss and a 38 pips target right there. And you can see right here about how many minutes later we saw about almost like an hour later, we saw the market beautifully start to push in our direction, and we had actually moved over 5 hours in our direction right here. At this particular point, I had to ask the community to actually go break even right here, because at any particular time anything can happen, and it's always important to pay yourself as the market makes money available. All right, so you can see that once the market came here, we actually moved our stop loss to break even, and then we started to see the market actually retrace and actually took this particular trade as well. You can see that my first entry was right here. The market went all the way to that level. We moved our stop loss to break even, and then market pulled back again right here. This major pullback right there. And then before this again, we see what happened. The market ended up pushing to the upside furthermore, right? After that, we saw the market actually come to this right here. So the market ended up going like this, came back, pushed even further, and then guess what happened? The market decided to actually go all the way down right here, and we were taken out actually at break even right here. Even though we had the chance to actually throw our stop loss somewhere like maybe this below this low right here. However, I wasn't on the chart at the particular time for me to be able to update this in our community. And I'm sure our members in the community were able to secure something right here, because I know that most of them don't have to really to depend on me and everything right there. Otherwise, this is what happened. And like I always say, no one would have anticipated this happening. And that's the reason why I always emphasize the need to pay yourself as the market makes money available to you, because literally at any particular time the market can be going beautifully in our direction, and you are all happy, you are up a lot of money, and guess what happens? The market comes down, takes you out, right? So like I earlier said it, like there's some results you're going to expect as a trader. You can expect good big wins, right, which rarely come, right? Then you have the small wins with the break-even trades and the normal losses, right? And then once you can just eliminate bigger losses, which you can easily do by making sure that you calculate your risks every time before you even take a particular trade. Ask yourself, how much money am I willing to lose on this particular trade, such that if the market goes against me and I lose, I'll be okay losing that amount of money. And once you can do that, you are instantly going to become a consistently profitable trader. And that's a role of risk management in trading. If you can just do that, trust me, you'll be way ahead of the 90% of traders by just simply knowing exactly how much money you are actually standing to lose. It's very simple. Just use a position size calculator every time you take a particular trade, and trust me, it's going to save you a lot. Yeah, like I said, this was a very beautiful trade. Let me show you what was happening on the 1 hour time frame. So you can see that the market was clearly bullish, and we're looking to actually buy right there. So you can see that on the 30 minutes time frame, you can see we had a drop based rally, break of structure to the upside. Apart from this, we also had liquidity right there. So you simply just go to the lower time frame, and then just find the order block right here. I went to the all the way to like let me just check the 3 minutes time frame. 3 minutes time frame. Yeah, let's zoom in right here. So let's go to the 1 minute. I went to the 1 minute time frame, I think, to be able to identify my order block. And once I did that, I just simply waited for the market to pull back into that area. So you can see I got the high and the low of that particular candle, and then just waited for the market to pull back into this area. And you can see that the market actually did pull back into my zone, pulled back for the first time, then market went to the upside, then pulled back again here for the second time. We ended from here. The market consolidated right here before we had the huge push to the upside. And then after that, the market pushed over 1 to 5, and then the market decided to actually, you can see that the market was up about 1 to 5 risk reward ratio right there before the market decided to actually reverse. And if I was on the chart normally, I would wait for break of structure like this to move my stop loss behind structure. So normally I'd have secured maybe, let me see, about a 1 to 1 risk reward ratio. So I missed out on that one, and the market ended up going against us right there. And this is all normal. You have to expect losses that are going to come, and that's the reason why the only guaranteed thing in the market is actually losing, and therefore you are supposed to make sure that you know at least exactly how much money you are standing to lose on that particular trade. And like I always say, every step of the way is communicated in our private community right here, whether it's entries, whether it's break even, whether it's exits and all that. We're able to actually communicate in our private community right there. So I just thought I would actually come to you guys and actually show you what happened on this particular trade and everything else. And my hope is that you found value in this video. And if you have, make sure to subscribe, like the video, comment in the comment section. And if you'd like to work with us, there are links down in the description. Check them out and actually get started right now. All right. Until next time, goodbye.